I got lured into a Peta truck one time.
A Peta truck?
You got lured into a
Short of
expectations.
Hey guys, so we kind of gained popularity since the last time we had an episode uploaded. Hi. Thank you so much for watching our videos and for listening to our epic podcast. My name is Em, and I am one of the 3 hosts here.
I'm Fernified! Hi, Fernified Nation!
And I'm Joanne. Hello, Fernified Nation as well.
Hello, Fernified Nation. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Short of Expectations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Thank
your
you.
support.
Yes. We will destroy Markiplier.
No, we're not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. So, we're gonna post a vlog because we didn't post last week's episode because it just wasn't meeting my standards. Okay.
It was a bit of a mess.
It was a mess. Okay, we were talking about our personal lives and it was in the light.
Yeah, Fern and I had the light on.
And I didn't like having the light on, okay? Mm-hmm. I like being in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I can't post this, especially not with all of my Fernified Nation seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
The
So-
2,000 people.
Yeah,
Subscribe
2,000
basically
people. What the
overnight.
fuck? What the hell?
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Thank you guys for all the subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll do like a 2K celebration.
We didn't
I don't
have time
know.
to do a 1K celebration.
Yeah, I was literally like trying to plan something and then it. Okay. Anyways.
That's wild.
Yeah.
We can do a 5K celebration.
But that's okay.
That's a lot.
We don't know. We don't know if we're gonna get that yet.
This might be our peak.
We don't know. We don't know.
No,
This might be
you
our
never
peak
know.
for now, at least.
You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. We went to
Yes.
the Barbie movie and it was a great movie. It was
and
a
our
wonderful
friend
movie.
Devin
I had
was
a
there.
great time. Devin was there, our new graphic designer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devin.
Thank you, Devin.
Thank you,
Yes.
Devin.
I was not there.
Yeah, but you watched the Barbie movie today.
But I did watch, that's why I'm in pink. So, a movie review.
Okay.
Okay, spoilers if you haven't seen the Barbie movie.
If you haven't seen the Barbie movie, click out
Get
of
on
this,
that.
pause this video, don't close the tab so you can remember to go back to it.
What are you
I'm eating
What is that?
pure protein. It's 20 grams of protein and 200 calories because, guys, I'm trying to gain weight. I'm on a fitness
trying to
journey.
get swole.
I'm trying to gain 10 pounds, and I really don't care how I do it, but apparently I just need to eat so much. I gained 1 pound. I'm actually scared for my life.
What's in that?
Peanut butter, chocolate, crunchy things.
Sounds like
Nice.
a regular old protein bar.
Yeah.
Peanut
Does it
butter.
taste good at least? They didn't answer the question.
It tastes pretty good.
No. Oh,
It tastes-
okay.
It's like better than what I expected for a protein bar. Like,
That's good.
There's some really bad protein bars out there.
yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is basically
Really
like a
bad ones.
knockoff Snickers or something. I don't know.
Delicious.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
basically candy then. Just think of it as candy.
Yeah, like it's pretty good, but then you chew it and then it gets very grainy. Like it was,
Oh,
like you
yeah.
can tell it was made in a lab.
Yeah. That's how it is with most protein bars.
Yeah.
Damn, consumerism.
Yeah.
Okay, so Barbie movie review, everyone. Barbie movie review. Okay,
Barbie
what did
movie
we
review.
think?
Amazing movie. So good. Like literally my mind expanded while I was watching that movie. Like I cried 3 times.
I cried once.
It was just it was a very simplified view
Mm-hmm.
of feminism, but they still got so much
Yeah.
They had so much to say in just one 2-hour long movie or whatever.
It was like an hour and 40. It was like
it wasn't even
it was
2.
pretty short.
Yeah.
It was pretty short.
And they still said a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, in the theater that Fern and I watched it, like after America Ferrera's like monologue about feminism, like our theater clapped. I normally I would get annoyed about stuff like that, but I was like, that was
It was fitting.
deserved. Like she did so good, she killed it.
Yeah, it was very well deserved, and it wasn't like it didn't feel. I feel like sometimes like I don't know if you guys saw Endgame.
No,
I hate Marvel.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
it's
watched.
too much
I
lore.
I follow the Marvel fandom because I'm the only one here that's normal. I'm kidding, but
Bruh.
I'm kidding.
We can argue about this
Okay.
on the
But
podcast.
Endgame, there's like a scene where all the women band together, like all the female superheroes band together, and it was like low-key really cheesy because it was like, all right, ladies, let's
Girl
do
power.
this. Go power. And I was like, dude, actually in a battle, there's no way all the women are just gonna be up like ready for a group shot while they're like about to save the entire fucking universe. And that just felt like really corny. I feel like a lot of feminist themes and like a lot of Hollywood or media is often more portrayed in that kind of sense. But I felt like Barbie had more like layers to what they were saying, and I felt like despite it being a very feminist movie that it tackled some issues that were not tackled as much in Hollywood. So I thought that was really important. So
Like, so in the Marvel movies, they're like, girl power, let's all band together. And then in the Barbie movie, they showed, like, how the Barbies, when like, the world turned into, like, Ken world, all of the Barbies were, like, brainwashed, and they enjoyed their oppression.
yeah.
And then,
yeah,
like, until they realized what was actually going on.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is, like, crazy bananas, because they're talking about pick-me girls.
I will say the one thing that like slightly annoyed me was like the ending bit where like Barbie apologizes to Ken. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I didn't give you as much attention as I should have. And it was annoying, but it's also like kind of like realistic to a lot of situations. I personally empathize with like being in a situation where like you know you're not in the wrong, but you apologize anyway to like make the other person feel better, I guess. But yeah, that was my only like slight complaint about the movie. But other than that, it was really good.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think of the Alan character?
I have no idea what to make of him, because I mean, I liked him. He was funny. Like, I'm glad that he was there, because it was just kind of silly to just have a random guy.
I was just I just had a little... It was more like a skeptical kind of gut feeling about the Alan character and the way that Alan was portrayed. Just because I felt like every single Ken in the movie was, like, incredibly masculine. And, like, they over-exaggerated the masculinity, and then there's just this one male character that is not. And he was, like... They made it, like, a reoccurring joke that he was forgotten throughout the entire movie. So I was like, I don't think it was intentional, but it was a little bit like, this was the only male character that wasn't masculine. Because it's the only not Ken. But I was a little bit like, huh. Like, there's just like a little part of me that was a little bit like, I don't know. So.
He does beat the shit out of a bunch of Kens, which I feel like is the epitome of masculine power and, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
to be honest.
no, I think you're right, because that was the only
Yeah.
scene that I was like... but I thought that scene was, like, the beginning of his, like, inclusion, let's say, or, like, the beginning of, like, more into his character. After that scene, he was, like, irrelevant to, like, the rest of the story, which I get, because he was, like, a side character, but there's a difference between, like, being irrelevant and still being somewhat part of the theme, and then being irrelevant and, like, kind of almost countering the theme as a character. Because they're, like, being inclusive for all Kens and all Barbies at the end of the movie, and it was just like they never mentioned Alan.
He's just there.
Which is why I was like, I thought that fighting scene was great, because I was like, okay, we're going somewhere with this on top of the Barbies, and the Kens. This could be kind of an important theme, and then they just never dived into it. So I was like, I don't know.
I think they sort of did a similar thing with like the Midge character, or no, her name's not Midge. It's Midge. The Midge character, like that one pregnant Barbie. Like she
Yeah.
just like they had other. They did a similar thing where like they had other like female characters that weren't Barbie. They had like Midge and they had like Skipper, but like they didn't really address them besides pointing out that they weren't Barbies or like they were like discontinued dolls or whatever. Like that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I think I was just skeptical specifically because they were still Barbies, and Alan was not Ken. He was just a separate entire character.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it just so happens that he's the only character that didn't show the standard basic stereotypical masculine traits of what it is to be like.
Maybe
I don't
he
know.
represents
I don't know.
the LGBT community and how he does not fit into the binary of Kens and Barbies, and so and feminism sometimes forgets things.
Yeah, that's why I was
I
like,
don't know.
no, yeah, exactly. Because if they were going into that theme, there's like a way to like circle back around and like
Yeah.
finish the theme. Like it doesn't even need to be like a big scene, just like a little line or something.
Yeah.
Like just one little thing.
Yeah,
So-
like maybe they could. I feel like before I went into the movie, I knew that they called all of the women in Barbieland Barbie and all of the men Ken. But then I found out in the movie this is not even true. But I was thinking that this movie was going to like be about also like breaking the binary because it's like literally everybody is named the same thing.
Yeah.
And so I was surprised when they didn't exactly like touch on that.
Yeah.
They just kind of mentioned the characters that weren't in the binary as like kind of a joke. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
But
I think that's what it was. Yeah, that got me.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think like I'm not mad about it. I don't think it's necessarily like problematic. I think they just didn't really put that much thought into it.
Yeah.
And so like me personally, like I would have made it so much better. Like I literally would have written the movie so good. But like they still did a wonderful job because
yeah,
I was
overall
Yeah.
it was a great movie.
I was
Yeah.
hooting and
I think they're
hollering, I
making a
was
sequel.
crying.
yeah.
Maybe in the
Yeah, that's
sequel
what I heard.
they'll talk about Allens and Midges and
It was a
fucking-
short movie
yeah.
too. It was like only like a bit over an hour and a half. So like there wasn't much. Like they only had like, you know, so much time to
Yeah.
include everything.
But the movie itself was great.
Yeah, it was a great
Very
movie.
great.
I love how colorful it is. I love when movies are colorful because everything has been so fucking dark and beige lately.
Yeah.
And this movie literally caused a pink paint shortage. And that is just so beautiful
Yeah.
that they committed so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
You can tell it was like a passion project,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Fred and I had a bit of a funny experience going into the movie.
Yeah.
The vlog, it's not up yet, so no one really knows what happened. We're gonna tell you this now.
Yeah, I
Basically
think
what
we should
happened-
expand on it more.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, Fern and I, we saw the movie at this like mall near where we live. So we were trying to find parking at the mall, and parking for some reason was just so like tough.
It was
I
a
don't know.
Saturday.
It was a Saturday, and a lot of people were there to watch the Barbie movie, so that could have been why. But anywho, Fern and I are like trying to find a spot, and then we see a car leaving one of the spots, so we're like, okay, let's go get it. So we go in, and we're like, yes, like we finally parked, let's go. And then all of a sudden this guy, like from a car behind us, gets out of his car and knocks on the window. So Fern like opens the window or whatever, and he was like, what are you doing? Like, I've been waiting for 10 minutes to get that spot, like you need to get out. And so we were just like, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
I just was in such a state of shock that like that was actually happening, and Fern was trying to be like, dude, I'm sorry, but like I
Yeah.
gotta pay.
I was
And then I said, I'm sorry, I gotta piss.
Yeah, I did really have to piss, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
spend more time finding a new parking spot because I knew I wouldn't find one in time. I would piss my pants, and so I looked at him and I was like, "My bad, man. Like, fucking boo-hoo. Like, get a new spot." And like, and he was just like, but like, are you serious right now? Like, I literally waited like 10 minutes for the spot, and I just was like, I'm okay with being an asshole.
Yeah, no, and then like, oh my god, so our friend Devin, like we said, went with us, and Devin lives like an hour away, so they had to have their dad like come to the mall to drop them off. So Devin's dad actually was behind his car, this guy's car, while this is all happening, and the guy, when he was like, I'm not moving until like you like leave.
Yeah, he parked his car behind mine, and
Yeah,
he was
but
asking
how
me to
are we
leave.
gonna leave?
And it's like, how am I gonna leave? Like, what do you mean?
So the guy, I guess, tried to make Devin's dad back up. He was like, you need to back up your car, and Devin's dad was like, no. There was a queue of cars like behind Devin's dad's car to like try to find parking. I think that's when he like was starting to leave. So we were like, okay, let's just go. So we got in the car, we started walking up, and the guy was like, what are you doing? I told you to leave. And then Prim was like, listen, sometimes you get your spot stolen, whatever. Then we left.
Yeah, I was literally like fucking find a new spot. I don't know what to tell you. And then there was this lady that like watched it happen, and she like turned to us and she was like, that was not very nice. That was really mean what you guys did. And I think she thought that we were literally like 16 years old, because like, are you my mom?
Devin was with us, and then they just looked at this lady and was like, okay, and then we walked off.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay.
I don't think she like understands how willing I am to be the bad guy in certain situations. And so when I said like, okay, that, yeah, it was a mean thing to do, like, I'm not gonna fix it. I think she was very shocked. And I also think same with this man, because like, I literally explicitly, like, when I rolled the window down and he asked me to move, I explicitly said, I'm not gonna be doing that, but I hope you have a wonderful day. I didn't say that. I said, I'm not gonna be doing that, but, like, you can find a new spot. And then he was still surprised when I, like, started leaving with my feet and not my car. And
It was funny. I literally was putting my seatbelt on because I was like, okay, whatever, let's go. And then friend looks at me and they're like, oh, you think we're getting out of the spot?
yeah, like, we're not. I'm not doing that. You gotta stand your ground, Joanne.
I'm sorry,
Where was
I've
this?
been in a situation. This was at the mall that
Okay,
we
got
were
it,
watching.
Got it.
Just in the
Yeah.
parking
That's
spot.
wild.
We literally we're going to have Devin's dad walk us back to the car in case he was waiting for 3
Yeah, I
hours
was-
for us to come back.
I felt
Yeah.
like he was gonna, like, attack me or something. I did come back to, a Jesus flyer on my windshield, and I don't know if it was related. I don't know if they were putting, salvation thingies, like, on everybody's car,
It could
but
have been that woman that was like, that was not a very nice
Dude,
thing
maybe.
to do.
Maybe.
She was like, maybe this will help you guys find your path to niceness.
yeah. But, like, my god. Something snapped within me where I was like, you are so out of your mind to get out of your car and ask me to leave my parking space.
Yeah.
It's mine. Your name isn't on it.
Yeah.
Like, my car is here.
Yeah.
And because, okay,
Entitled, it was crazy.
like, I get that it was an asshole thing of me to do. Like, I am an asshole, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You got out of your car, and then you parked your car behind mine, and then you got out, and then you went over to me, and you were like, this is my parking spot, can you please leave? And then when I said no, you were like, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna wait here for this specific parking spot. And then when I didn't take you seriously, you were shocked? You were shocked? Do people just hand things to you every day when you ask for them? When you ask the most unreasonable, stupid things? Why do you have all this time to sit there and wait? What do you mean?
He was like, I've been waiting 10 minutes. He could have found a different spot within those 10 minutes he was
Literally.
like, oh my god.
Like, manage your time better, man. I don't know.
Bro has lost all common sense. It's so bad.
He was trying to be like, oh, I saw you guys laughing. We were like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
sorry.
okay, we laughed at you
Like,
because
okay.
it's fucking stupid.
Lose to lose, bro. Like,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's also like, a mall, bro. Like, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
like,
it's a mall.
It's not like you're like it's like a it's not like it's like a parking spot for a hospital or something. And you're like in a rush. It's a mall. Like, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how this, like, did this man, like, spawn in, like, today? Like, I don't understand how he functions through life, because, like, I've gotten my parking space stolen many a time, and yes, it pisses me off, but I don't get out of the car and ask for the person to move. I just go, and I find a new spot.
Yeah.
No, I told my parents about it at breakfast, and they were like, dude, he just sounds kind of out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro had a bad day prior to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? He probably had a bad night after that, and I had a great night. So, like,
I had a face
that's the
mask
difference.
and everything. We were thriving.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the Barbie movie. It changed
we got
my
ice
life.
cream.
Did you guys dress up?
Yeah.
I dressed up.
Okay, good. So you walked out of the car in pink.
Yeah, I
Even
walked out
better.
of the car in my, like,
With
literally
those
6-inch
heels.
heels. And I was like, bitch, I have somewhere to be. You know where I'm going. So,
I'm glad you guys were able to escape that experience and successfully make it to the Barbie movie. The most
Thank
important
you. Yeah.
things. Yeah.
I just feel like because normally, if somebody were to confront me like that, I would do what they said. But I think, like, I realized in that moment that I can do whatever I want, and that this is, like, such a stupid situation that, like, this is, I don't know, this is an NPC, and I can, like, choose whatever dialogue option I want. So I was, like, I could have been meaner. I could have been so much meaner.
You could have been meaner.
You could have been a lot meaner.
And I was just like, what do you think it's illegal for someone to steal your parking spot? Like, it's not yours. You just had your eyes on it, but I was faster.
Yeah.
God.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's so crazy. To get out of the car is crazy.
Yeah.
That's
No,
wild.
yeah. Oh
I
my
don't think
god.
it's ever happened to me before. No, that's never happened to me before. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I've had somebody,
Yeah.
like, whirl down their window and yell at my mom before when we were driving once, but, like, that was the closest that has ever gotten. Getting out of the
Yeah.
car is crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was blocking like other cars from getting in, and it was like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you are actually out of your mind. You are a lunatic. If you are going to be stopping the rest of the flow of traffic for this one spot because 2 teenagers stole it from you, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Obviously, you want me to get out, but that's not gonna happen. Like, I've told you already, that's not an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the one with the spot, so you have to listen to me.
Such a Karen thing to do, but he was like a random Asian man, which I think threw me off guard because it was like,
he was
Yeah.
Asian.
he was Asian, yeah. And I was like, dude, I thought you were like one with the people. What are you doing?
Yeah, like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Wrong side, bro. Wrong
It was
side.
like I would expect that kind of behavior from like a random middle-aged white woman, but just from like
That's
an
what I was
Asian
thinking.
dude,
Yeah.
it was like
That's wild.
strange to me. Yeah.
Huh.
I have a theory.
What is your
That
theory?
okay, so obviously like white supremacy is part of this, where like white people having entitlement, you know, Karens, whatnot. I also think that it is because of America's history with like lead-based paints, and how long your family has been in the country dictates how like poisoned your brain is, because you've been around the lead-based paint. So like, let's say your parents are an immigrant family, they're gonna be less insane because they didn't grow up around the lead paint. And so then, but then if you grew up in the lead, you're gonna get the lead poisoning symptoms. That's my theory.
Uh-huh.
But maybe his whole family has been here since like the dawn of time, and so then the lead poisoning like went through the womb like to him, and he's been lead poisoned since birth, and that's why he's like that.
We should have empathy.
Yeah.
We should have empathy for this man now. We started off the video like, dude, this guy was insane, and now we're like, we should have empathy. We should practice being nice.
No, okay, here's the thing. Like, I don't... Oh yeah, I think I feel empathy for those who are victims of lead poisoning. But I also, like, if you are being insane, like, I will be mean to you. So, like, it's like, I feel bad for you, but, like, I will do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
I need to be able to, like, stand my ground like that, too, because I feel like I'm usually pretty, like... I feel like people... I get taken advantage of pretty easily.
Yeah, this is why
Yeah.
I'm so scared for M, because M moved to New York and, like, lives in New York most of the time now, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, you have a problem saying no to people. And you know
Yeah.
what you need to do in New York? You have to be an asshole every day. Like, people are trying to
Find your
sell
way
you
through.
shit
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah.
So annoying.
I one time did purchase candy. It was in Airheads.
Like, somebody, like, pressure you into buying it?
They started following me. At that point, I was like, take $5.
Yeah.
So, but that was the only person.
Was it, like, a
Otherwise, it's easier
secluded
to-
area?
No, it was like crowded too.
Oh, then I would have,
Oh.
like, literally been, like, fucking, like, okay, well, bleep that,
Yeah.
but, you know.
Yeah.
I think you have to start barking at them. Like, literally, I actually think when you're in a crowded place like that, and it's, like, it's New York, it's fucking Times Square,
Yeah.
nobody else is gonna care.
No one's gonna care.
Because it happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You have to out crazy people so that they get a little freaked out, and then they leave, maybe, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, how badly do they want your $5?
Like, I don't know. I'm usually pretty good with avoiding, but it was just it was like a young guy. It's like, okay, dude.
Dude, for a fucking Airheads?
Yeah, fucking Airheads. I like, literally gave him $5 for a fucking Airheads. And I knew it wasn't like a bad candy, so it was just like, it was
Yeah.
wrapped, so it's like fine, but I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I got lured into a pita truck one time.
A pita truck?
You got lured into a Sorry.
Pita truck?
What?
Let me say. I didn't get lured. Basically, what happened was, I don't know why, but PETA for some reason had a truck set up near one of the humanities buildings at my school, and they had inside the truck like a virtual reality simulation. And I like had seen the truck like going to classes and discussion sections and stuff. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I remember one day I was getting out of a discussion section from that building that they were next to, and I was honestly in a good mood. I was like, oh my god, I just got a really good grade on this essay I was worried about, and I was like, I'm gonna tell my friends and stuff, because I was like, you know, relieved and whatever. And then all of a sudden this woman from the PETA truck comes up to me and she's like, hi, we're from PETA, do you want to try out our VR simulation? And I just
Was it like
taken off guard.
VR? Wait, was it like VR POV? You're an animal about to get slaughtered?
Oh my
So
god.
so I just am so taken off guard. I like have my little backpack on, I have my essay in my hand, and I was just like, sure. So she takes me into this truck and she has me like sit on this like chair, it like reclined, and then she puts this headset on like my face and stuff, and it starts out as like you're in the back of a car with like your two friends, and like they're the driver and the passenger seat, and then all of a sudden like we literally get abducted by aliens and they start doing experiments on your friends as if they were animals. And that was sort of like the gist of the thing. It was like showing how animals are experimented on, but like on human beings.
Bless you.
I'm trying to hold it in.
It ended, and then I took the headset off, and she was like, "So what did you think?" And I was like, "It was pretty intense." And then she was like, "Yeah, like that's what animals go through every day." And then she gave me some like stickers and like a pamphlet or whatever, and I'm just like, thanks, my friend, because I was calling my friend to tell him about the essay. He called me while I was in the simulation, so I had to call him back and be like, I'm sorry, I was in a PETA truck, like, let me like go home really quick, I'll call you back. And he was just like, okay, and then that was it.
I feel like PETA is a cult.
That's so bizarre. That's really bizarre.
Yeah.
I can just imagine a panicked Joanne, like, with like, a backpack and an essay in her hand, just like, okay. Looking right into the
Actually,
shit.
she was actually quite nice about it too, so I felt like I would have been an asshole if I said no. So it's just like,
Dude, that's how
okay,
cult
like-
members get you.
I was like, I'll
Yeah,
give
I
you
get to take
5
advantage
minutes of
very
my
easily.
time.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Being an
Twinsies.
asshole. Don't you just want to go apeshit?
Yeah, we just gotta go apeshit, guys. I gotta become monkey.
Dude, start making that noise at them.
Oh, I should. The next time I get approached, I'll just be like, what?
Yeah, like, be fucking crazy.
And then see how they react. Just be like, what?
I don't know what I was about to say. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing how I feel about veganism. Guys, we're gonna get political.
Oh,
I personally, like, here's the thing. Animal rights activists and, like, vegans and whatnot, they are objectively right. However, they're really annoying about it. And also, I really like eating meat, and it's not gonna, like, I'm not gonna stop. Because I just love the taste of blood and death in my mouth. and the fake meat that I've eaten, it tastes kind of similar to meat, but you can tell that it's not the real thing. And you know what? That shit is like I feel like that shit is worse for you because it's like made with so much like grease because they're trying to replicate the taste of meat. But they don't have what it takes. Also, okay, factory farming is literally so cringe. Like, it is so bad.
Guys, factory farming is super cringe. It's so cringe, guys.
it's like an
So cringe. I cringe so much.
However, I think hunting is so cool and based. And, like, I think that if I, like, okay, I would not hunt because I don't want to gut the animals because I think that's gross. But if I could stomach it, then I would go to the forest and, like, hunt maybe every once in a while. Maybe get a little deer, feed my family for like, a week.
Wait, get a little deer?
Get a little deer.
Like,
Like a baby?
Well, shoot it. I would shoot it. Like a full-grown adult deer.
uh-huh.
Oh my
And,
god.
and the fucking reindeer bacon tastes so good.
Reindeer bacon. Sorry.
And yes, factory farming is evil.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Yeah.
Pretty messed up.
I don't think individual consumers need to concern themselves with that because me choosing not to eat meat would literally change absolutely nothing. Like, I could feel like I'm in control. I could feel like I'm doing something by being a vegan, but am I actually? No. And I would have like it would be easier for me to get all of my vitamins and minerals and all my things that I need by eating meat, whereas a lot of vegans have to take like supplements, and that's not very cool because I don't want to pay extra money for that, and it's more expensive to be vegan anyway.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and yeah, and so I think PETA is kind of like insane, but everybody thinks PETA is insane, so like that's really not new.
Oh my god, do you remember that one, like... Wait, it's not...
What?
No, it's related to PETA. I remember I saw...
Cooking
I forgot what YouTuber
Cooking
was
Mama? Did I hear that right?
Yes. Let me explain. 1 year, PETA for Thanksgiving released a Cooking Mama parody where you had to like go through the process of killing and gutting and cleaning a turkey so that you could eat it for Thanksgiving dinner. And then after that, they had like a little like alternate ending version where you remade your Thanksgiving dinner but with like tofu and shit. And they're like, look at how toughy the turkey is because you didn't have to kill it.
God. Like, okay, I also don't understand.
Where is this?
I forgot where I saw it. I remember it like came up on my like YouTube timeline when I was like 10, and even as a little 10-year-old, I was like, this is strange. Like, I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
they
search
just
this up
said.
later.
This is like Can Your Pet.
Yeah.
God, dude, I played that when I was 10. A lot of people were like, I was traumatized by that game. I think, okay, I was traumatized too, but it didn't stop me from eating meat. And this is why I think that, like, all the vegan propaganda that's, like, shock value and just, like, this is how terrible it is, and it's violent and gross and blah, 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 blah. I know that. You think I don't know that? We are human beings, and we are the apex predator of the world, and I'm gonna eat things because they, like, it's the circle of life, and I don't think that we need to put morality on that. I do think we should stop doing the factory farming, and we should stop torturing the animals.
Yep.
But I will kill them and eat them. Because I, like, if I could control it, then I would be killing them in a humane way and taking what I need and using as much of the animal as I can, because I love bones. I feel like I want to, at one point in my life, at least once, maybe, like, hunt and eat something that I have hunted. Because
fishing.
I feel like... Fishing! I can go fishing! Do you want to go fishing? Can we go fishing?
Have you ever done fishing?
When would we even
No,
do
well,
that?
I went fishing when I was 4 years old, and I had a toy fishing rod.
That does not count.
And well, everybody else was fishing, and I just was pretending to fish, but I didn't actually have...
That's so cute. That's so wholesome.
Yeah, and then, like, my family friend that was, like, with me that also had the fake fishing rod, she fell into the lake, and it ruined her day, but I thought it was really funny.
I feel like the theme today for you is either stand your ground or just laugh.
I don't take things too seriously.
But that's the best way to take life, I feel like.
I like to laugh. I like to find a silly little joke in everything.
It's a good way of approaching life, because life is just hard sometimes, and you have to make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if your family friend falling into the water is funny, then it's really funny.
Yeah.
It's okay to laugh.
Yeah, like, she was fine. And then wait, actually, never mind. This was a different trip. But I was gonna say, then we all went to the basement, and I watched the older kids play Rabbids, the one where you like go to the moon. I don't know.
What?
Is this the video game?
Rabbids.
Rabbids?
You know the Rabbids? You know they're like, okay, so they're like white bunnies, but they look like really stupid.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
I know this.
I know what that is.
Wasn't it
Okay.
I think
It was
I
on
had
Nickelodeon or something, right? As a TV show.
I didn't know they had a
I
TV
didn't know
show,
they had a
but
TV
it was
show.
a
They
game.
had a
It was a
TV show
game.
at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
It was a game for me, from what I remember.
Yeah, it was
I was
a
kind
game.
of afraid of them.
Yeah, I was like kind of disturbed, but I didn't know what else to do, so I would just watch the older kids play the games.
Yeah, they looked
And-
fun. I just was terrified of the actual rabbits.
Yeah,
Rabbids, sorry.
Rabbids.
Rabbids.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what
okay.
terrified them.
I think the lore is that they're like aliens or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
think that's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, I think that's...
That
Yeah.
look a lot like bunnies for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
like a
okay.
bunny mutation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Mm.
I think octopi are aliens. And I am not like taking any constructive criticism. I think they are. I think that the common ancestor that made everybody else in the world came on one meteor, and then there was another one that had a different cell on it,
Mm-hmm.
and that made octopi, because those motherfuckers are not normal. And like, why can't I do that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like I just don't think that. Same with squids. Okay, I think they are interlinked,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they came from a different meteor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because technically, I mean, like, we're kind of aliens too. Because like, if you go back really long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
single cell from a meteor, most likely. Well, that's what a lot of people think. I think
Mm-hmm.
so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So
Apparently the government is confirming the existence of aliens or whatever.
No,
yeah,
Which, like,
Yeah.
I remember like during it was like the peak of the pandemic, like the government released like just actual footage of some like alien hovercraft, and it was just like,
Yeah.
Was it the UFO?
going on?
Was it specifically the UFO shaped one? I
Yeah,
remember.
I think so.
It was
it
that
just was
one.
some flying thing. I don't remember
I think
exactly what it was.
I think there was like a
It was like
footage.
a disc or something.
Yeah, the
I don't
disc,
know.
yeah.
Footage of like
yeah.
a ship that was flying in a way that ships on like created like human ships couldn't.
It was doing like this shit and
Yeah, it was, like,
like
really
right
bizarre.
angles and stuff.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I know that aliens are probably real
Oh, they definitely.
Yeah,
because
for
the
sure.
world, the universe is like infinite.
It's
And
a big
why
universe
would
out
we
there.
be the only ones? That would be really cringe if we were the only ones.
Yeah, epic
So-
cringe.
Yeah.
So there's definitely other aliens out there on other planets.
Yeah.
And maybe they're here, you know? Maybe they're watching us. I don't think they would care for
Yeah.
very long because we aren't a spacefaring species
Yeah.
yet.
Mhm.
So like we don't even have the technology. We don't have technology that they would even want.
Mhm.
So like they have no
Mhm.
reason to do diplomacy with us.
Yeah.
But I don't know why the government thinks that anybody would give an actual shit
Yeah.
about this
Mhm.
because they're trying to use like the like confirmation of like the existence of aliens to like distract people from the actual really bad things that the government is doing.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Mhm.
bro, like if aliens are real, what do you want us to do about it?
Yeah.
Like, do you want us to freak out? Do you want us to start like shaking and crying and shitting everywhere and like
Packing
and
to go
like
nowhere, like where you can't like. You know,
what do you want me to do about
Yeah.
that? And so
Just stand up to the person and tell them that this parking spot is yours.
yeah, like, and so I think the problem is there's fucking shady stuff happening right now. I think probably we're gonna like attack another country or
Yeah.
also there's like this bill that's happening that's like actually really fucking bad. It's called COSA and it's like I just haven't seen enough people going crazy about it because it's really bad. So it's basically where they would eventually require everybody to like show their government ID to access the internet. And I don't think that is right. I think that is a breach on my privacy and I should be able to do whatever the freak I want. And
Yeah, I don't like that.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
would be like restricting access to the internet for children, which like I also think children should like have more restrictions on like seeing the shit cuz like I was raised on the internet and I don't know if I was raised exactly properly. However, I did learn things. I think there's good and bad.
There's a balance.
So, yeah. I wouldn't have known about gay people unless I saw the internet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just there's definitely a good and bad. Also, just like the idea of like showing an ID is kind of crazy.
Yeah, like
That's
what the
weird,
fuck?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's crazy. Regardless of age, like that's just crazy.
they're proposing like a facial recognition thing.
That's crazy.
Oh.
And it's like, dude, and where it guesses your face also, which like or wait, no, it guesses your age.
Okay, I was like,
and-
how do you
Oh, okay.
guess somebody's?
Where
Okay, I
okay.
generate a face.
Because that's kind of creepy. If you like
Yeah.
show up, you click on like Google, and suddenly it like guesses your face.
Yeah.
That's so creepy.
Like, okay, they want to do facial recognition where it guesses your age based on your facial features, which first of all, like some people look younger
Yeah.
than what they are
Yeah.
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah, it's just that's weird. That's very very weird.
Yeah.
How's that gonna work? Like, what in their right minds thought that that would be like a good idea?
Okay, so they are going to market this as like protecting children because that's what they always do. But there's been like a couple, like the people that are really behind this are Republicans that for years they've wanted like age restriction on the internet.
Yeah.
And so like so right now I think they're going like a little bit softer. Like they're probably not going to they're not going to explain it in the most honest way. But like a lot of people have looked into it and have been like, this is what it will lead to if this passes.
Yeah.
So guys, nobody gives a fuck about aliens. Call your local senator.
Honestly, I'm kind of learning a lot from this episode. I feel like I haven't been
Yeah,
saying
I
much,
did
but I
not
feel like
even
I've
know
been
that was a
learning a
thing.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like very constructive information.
I'm
Thank
awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can stand your ground, and you can laugh at your friend falling into the water. That
Yeah.
you can shit on the farm
Aliens.
factory industry,
Yeah.
factory farms, but still acknowledge that like, oh, maybe I could be a hunter. And then now you're talking about cosine. You're talking
There
about
is so much
aliens.
nuance in the world, and I just want to see all of it. And I love politics, and
Yeah.
I am,
Politics are fascinating.
yeah. Guys, I remember,
And scary. Politics is scary too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have been thinking about this for like a couple weeks.
Uh-oh.
I saw a video that was like from 2016. It was from the like days when all of the videos on the homepage were like SJW cringe compilation and like feminist destroyed by Ben Shapiro with facts and logic, and it's like literally a college freshman with like against a guy that is like media trained, and and so like and I saw this video, and I hate this. It made me like I started shaking because I was like triggered, and I didn't think that could happen to me for like such a stupid reason. But I think it reminded me of being like one of the only like out cringe SJW non-binary kids in 2016 in middle school, and like all of that content was there, and then all like that was influencing all of the like 12-year-olds that went to school with me, and then like there were people in classes that were being mean to me for it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And yeah, bleep it out. But
Yes.
Yeah.
In our school.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was it? I was gonna go after them.
I don't remember this guy's. His name was like. Like literally.
Okay, that says already so much about his personality.
He was the whitest person I've ever met. But there were multiple people, but like he was the most explicit about it because he was just so fucking annoying. Like he would not shut up about it. And so
Fucker.
yeah.
If I knew about this, I probably would have thrown punches, but
Oh.
that was good.
Well, I didn't mean to high five you. I was doing this. Like you don't have to. But
Wow. Thank you for giving me
the gay hand. I don't know.
Thank you. I turned it into a high five.
Yay. But I saw this video that was from 2016, and I saw the misinformation because it was like facts and logic, and then it was showing these like studies, and it was so obviously like like they did not read the whole study. And I was just thinking about like the thousands of people that like watched that video and then didn't read the studies and then were influenced by that, and then they were like, wow, I hate trans people, and then now there's like a trans genocide happening, and there's like no travel zones, like don't go to Florida if you're trans, leave. because it's not good right now, and you don't want to wait until you have to like actually be running on foot to leave. And so I was like but then I was fine.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, but then I was fine, and then I remembered that this was like a 17-year-old that made this YouTube video. Fucking crazy how like 17-year-olds can like influence the world like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In such a stupid way.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is also a 17-year-old that is a victim of this pipeline. And this person probably grew up and became normal, hopefully. And so yeah. But I have many thoughts on 2016 YouTube, and yeah. I used to watch Leafy is Here. I used to be a Leafy is Here fan. I don't know why. Because a couple years later, like, I went back to watch his videos, and I was like, these videos, like, suck. like they're not funny. And they're just so low effort. And, like, it would just show, like, someone being cringe, and then he would be like, this is so cringe. And it's like, yeah, man. I don't know.
Bleep this YouTuber out, but that kind of reminds me of SS Sniper Wolf a little bit.
No, she's like really, really, there's drama right now.
Yeah.
Involving her and Jacksonville.
And Jacksonville!
It's
so funny! It's so funny!
Wait, why do I have to bleep out SS Sniper Wolf?
Yeah, we don't have to. She's a public figure. She has 33 million.
I don't know if I want to be the one to, like, target her, though.
Yeah, well, nobody
cares.
We're fine. No
I
one
mean,
cares.
we're
It's
Fernified
okay.
Nation. We're literally, like, invincible. So, who cares, you know?
Yeah, but anyway, it's just crazy that she has beef with Jax Films.
Yeah.
Jax Films.
I didn't know that.
Jax Films, if you're watching this, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Been watching you for
Fernified
years.
Nation endorses
Approves of
Jax
Jax
Films.
Yeah.
I think, okay, he is, like, so committed to the bit.
It's so funny.
He's been so Joanne, basically, Sniper Wolf, you've probably seen her videos on your
I've seen
homepage.
like her thumbnails. I've never actually watched
they're
them.
so fucking annoying. I hate it so much. I've never clicked on one of those videos. They're everywhere. And all of them are the same thumbnail. And so I was like, this is so fucking annoying. Like, I don't know how people, like, who is watching this? Who is actually watching this?
There's
And
millions of people watching.
Millions of people.
Crazy.
And so Jax Films has kind of been notorious over the years for going after reactors that are like bad reactors that are like specifically just stealing people's content and
making
not
a shit ton of money more than him.
yeah, and like not really like
okay.
adding anything to the videos. And so he's doing that with Sniper Wolf because she's like the biggest one. And then she went on Twitter and like made fun of him and was like, you're just jealous because you can't make as much money as I do. And like I remember when Sniper Wolf used to make content. I remember when she made she was on that fucking Minecraft server with Captain Sparkles and
Wait, that happened?
Jericho. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was called Minecraft Mayanite, and they had a religion. Okay,
Oh.
they had a whole map. I fucking downloaded the map, and I played on it a couple times, but I didn't have friends to play with because nobody at the time. Like, at the time, it was kind of right after Minecraft had started to become cringe, so it was, like, pre-2019, but, like, after a certain point.
Okay.
So, like, nobody else was playing Minecraft. I was the only one, and I was just in my little survival single-player worlds, like, building the same house, and then, like, once I finish building my house, like, I don't even go to the end when I play Minecraft, because I like to play really slowly, so I'll just build my house, and then once I'm done building my house, I'm like, and I just log off, and then I start over. And so, but anyways, it was Minecraft. it was called like Minecraft Mionite, but then Captain Sparkles was on the goddess Ionite's team. Like that was his religion, was Ionite. Okay. But then there was also Mionite, which was like the good guy, I guess. Good guy. He was like Zeus. And then Syndicate, who I think he like scammed people. Because I think he got canceled for like scamming people with like crypto or something.
I actually heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
CS:GO, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, he was on like the evil side called Dionite because it has die in the name. And and it was crazy, bonkers, bananas, and I loved that series so much.
And SS Sniper Wolf was in that?
Yeah, she was on that. She was on that she was on the Mionite team, and I was like, oh my god, that's Sniper Wolf. But like, I didn't really know who she was. I only cared because I just watched Captain Sparkles.
Yeah.
And then so basically what I'm saying is Minecraft Mionite walked so Dream SMP could run, and it's crazy.
I didn't watch much I was more of like an AFMAO kid when I was watching Minecraft.
I heard I don't watch her. I never watched her videos, but I heard that they were crazy.
No, I stopped after a bit. I remember because she had this series going on called like the Minecraft Diaries or something like that. I forgot, but like it had like a whole plot and shit. And then there was like a time jump at some point, and that's when I started getting a little bored. So I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. And then she kept making new series with like the same characters but in like different universes. And I think the thing that like people started getting weirded out about was like in one of her like alternate series, it was like a high school based one. Her character was like a freshman, and her main love interest, I think, in that was like a senior in high school. And so people were like, oh, that's strange. And then there were like other things that happened. I don't know the lore behind that, but yeah.
I see. Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard she did a lot of like role playing that was like kind of cringe, but like that's why I didn't watch her, because I was just too based. But so instead I would watch Captain Sparkles and IS Cupquake.
I loved IS Cupquake.
Yeah, I love her. I should check her channel, see what she's doing.
She's a kid now.
Yeah, she has a baby.
Aww.
Yeah. Good for her.
Good for her.
And oh my god, I watched her when I was literally like 7 years old, and now I'm 19. I'm an adult.
It's crazy.
YouTube is old now.
YouTube's old.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah. God damn.
And now Smosh is back together, so that's crazy.
Yeah, what the fuck is
That's
happening?
crazy.
I'm kind of liking this new wave.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking this new wave.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm saying is, if somebody like tries to make you give up a parking space, even if were the original asshole, once they become insane, that they are the asshole, and you also have every right to be an asshole. So just do it. Don't do things you don't want to do.
Facts.
And stop people pleasing, because I honestly, like, that was a rush. Like, I was like, why don't I do this more often? And
And it was definitely
so
a liberating feeling about it, probably.
yeah, I felt so free. Anyways, that's the moral of this episode. Oh, you're moving.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to Canada
Yes.
for a bit.
We're gonna try to figure out mic setups, podcast setups on my computer for the next episode. But I don't think the next episode is gonna happen for the rest of this month, because I will be living in Canada for 3 weeks with 3 other people in the same room as me. So that's gonna be really hard. And my schedule is from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
So that might be pretty rough.
We might
If you guys want to replace me with Devin, that's fine for like the next.
No,
few
we're
weeks.
gonna replace you. We're gonna replace you.
We're gonna have a substitute. Like, it's not a
Yes.
replacement, guys.
Yeah.
Don't freak out.
And we'll
It's
still be a
just-
part of the podcast.
I'll still be a part. I'll definitely
Just
come
maybe
back.
not
I'll
as
definitely come
often.
back.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just we're gonna introduce some new characters. You know, maybe we'll have Markiplier on the podcast.
Maybe.
I think I might post things other than the podcast too.
Yeah, I think that could be fun.
Go
Because
for
Short of
it.
Expectations is a podcast, but it's not like. the
This is
only
not
thing we can post.
Fernified. Like, this is on the
Yeah.
Fernified channel, but the Fernified
Right.
channel has so much more to offer. Like, you guys don't even understand. Like,
Correct.
I literally have so many things cooking. Like, you just would not get it until
guys,
you get
just-
it.
You just don't get my artistry.
Yeah, you just don't get my artistry.
You don't get it, fellow Radiohead fans.
Yeah. Oh, we have to do it every episode. Every episode.
Every episode, it has to go
Oh my
somewhere
God.
in there.
Lord.
What was that? You like went 90 to
I don't know. It just felt right.
You went 90.
Interpretive dance.
Interpretive dance. for real.
Interpretive dance.
Yeah. I'm glad Fernified Nation is still a very prominent part of this community that we're building.
We are going to be Fernified Empire very soon.
Yes.
So tell your friends, tell your mom,
subscribe,
Subscribe.
Mom.
like, comment.
like, comment,
comment.
share. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Wait, I gotta. I'm sad to inform you that for the next 3 weeks, I will be
No longer on this Short of Expectations podcast.
I need to redo that. I regretfully inform you that for the next 3 weeks, I will not be on Short of Expectations podcast. That I will be leaving for some short time. In the meantime,
Please still support our podcast, and please make sure you still hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Join Fernified Nation.
Yeah,
Thank you
smash
so
that
much.
subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button. I'll come back at some point. I promise I'll come back.
and we'll
Yeah.
be back.
Yes.
Not I'm leaving.
Yes.
Not clickbait. Not
Not
clickbait.
clickbait.
not clickbait.
Stop rubbing our chairs together, man.
But
we can't.
it's like
we can't
intimate.
be. No, we can't be doing this.
It's
every
intimate.
time.
It's the last time I can be intimate with you like this.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
It's the last time I'm going to be able to do this. So the next time you'll see me, I might have shitty camera and shitty audio quality, but it's okay.
Yeah, it'll be.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for watching another episode of Short of Expectations.
Yeah, and welcome all the Fernified Nation joiners. What?
Thank you so much for tuning into our epic podcast today. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Claim your
Bye.
parking spots.
Yes. Dominate that parking spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.